Hello there, welcome to my channel. Today we'll be making chicken wraps, also known as shawarma, from scratch. Let's have a look at the ingredients. So here are my ingredients. I have scallions, onions, cucumber, cabbage, bell pepper. You can use a colored bell pepper. I have lemon, carrots here. I have my vinegar, oil, lettuce. I have yeast, salt, chicken breast. I have sesame seeds and my herb spices, parsley, dill, oregano and basil. I have my fresh marinade as well. I have salt, another salt, soy sauce here. I have sugar. I have my flour. You can use all-purpose flour. This is pastry flour. I have Greek yogurt and then extra virgin olive oil. I'll start off by disinfecting my veggies with the vinegar. So this is water. I've washed the veggies already, so there's no sand in it. I just have to disinfect it. So my veggies are going in there. You can use sodium bicarbonate or salt solution to disinfect your veggies. It's always necessary to disinfect your veggies to make it free of chemicals and bacteria as well. So this will be disinfected for the next 15 to 20 minutes before I can cut them. The next step to do is to make our dough. So I have my salt, my granulated salt, my yeast. This is 2 teaspoons of yeast going in. I'm using 2 cups of pastry flour. So I'm adding sugar, 1 teaspoon. You can use all-purpose flour if you have that available. So just give the dry ingredients a mix. But if you already have your tortilla wraps, there's no point in doing this. So I have warm water, not hot, warm water. The warm water helps the yeast to react faster. So I'll just add in my oil, 1 tablespoon for now, then mix it. I'm adding in more water. So if you are new in this channel, kindly subscribe and turn on post notifications if you haven't subscribed, and share with your family and friends as well. This channel is for simple healthy recipes. So if you are new, just take a seat, subscribe and take a seat and watch us make healthy recipes. So just mixing the dough until the flour combines with the water, and then we'll get a soft dough from it. Be sure not to put in so much water or less water. We do not want our dough very hard. We don't also want it very soft. So I'm adding in oil. It's a bit sticky, so the oil will make it easier to work with. This takes a while. So I'm just dressing it. I've added a little oil to dress it. So my dough is ready. I'll set this aside for 1 to 2 hours until it doubles up. Just covering it with a napkin. This is a clean napkin. It's time to marinate the chicken breast. But I'll first off cut it into smaller pieces. I'm using chicken breast because chicken breast is very healthy. It's cholesterol free, so it's advisable to always use chicken breast, but you can use any boneless chicken of your choice. You can also use mushroom in place of this, or even octopus or shrimps. Any protein of your choice you can use in place of the chicken breast. So this is how I'm going to cut it. After cutting, I'll just transfer this into a wok and then marinate it. So my salt is going in. My marinade made of fresh herb spices. Recipe for the marinade is on my channel. You can check it out and try it. I have my soy sauce going in as well. Give that a stir. So I'll be marinating this for as long as the dough rises, or as long as the dough doubles up. So if you don't have the fresh herb spices or the marinade, you can use the complete seasoning. It's very good. You can use it in place of the fresh marinade. So I just add in some lemon juice. You can use the lemon zest. If you are reactive to citrus, you don't have to add a lemon, or if you are not a fan of lemon, then there's no point. But lemons add great flavor to food, and they are very healthy too. I've also cut my veggies. I shredded them. Carrots, the onions is here, the cabbage and the scallions. You can cut the veggies into any shape of your choice. So I'm steaming my chicken breast. It's on fire. So time to check on the dough, and as we can see, the dough has doubled up. This is after 1 hour 30 minutes, and the dough has doubled up. So if your dough doesn't double up after 1 hour 2 hours, it means that the yeast is expired. So just sprinkling some flour on the work top to prevent the dough from sticking on it and to make it easier to work on. And this is the reason why you shouldn't make the dough so hard. It should be too soft, so that as you're working on it, or at this stage, you add the flour and it becomes okay. But if you make the dough very hard, at the end of it, the wraps will be too hard. So I'm just working on it. It's still sticky, but not to worry. So as you work on it and it gets sticky, just sprinkle some flour on it, or you can sprinkle oil on it just to prevent it from getting sticky. So either ways, it's all cool, but I prefer to always sprinkle flour on instead of the oil. So you can sprinkle the oil too on the work surface in place of the flour. It's okay. Still sticky though. So finally, I'm done working on the dough. I've worked on it. I've kneaded it for about 5 minutes. I think it's okay. I'll just roll it and then cut it into pieces. So once your surface area starts getting sticky, just sprinkle some flour or oil on it and it will be fine. Okay, so I'll just cut my dough into smaller pieces. At this stage it's still sticky, but not to worry, because as we roll it out we'll add or sprinkle some flour on it. So just cut this into smaller pieces. And then a bit of the flour on it. As I said, you can always spray oil on it if you want, but I always prefer to sprinkle the flour on it. So I have to start working on the dough. Clear this area. So just roll it into a ball. Sorry, mold it into a ball and then clear the area. So I'll just scrub this place to get a smooth surface to roll out my dough. And then sprinkle some flour on the surface so that the dough doesn't stick when you start rolling it out. Still a bit sticky, so a little more flour. So once the dough starts to stick on the work surface, just sprinkle some flour, flip it over and sprinkle more flour to make it easy for you. Then you roll it out until it becomes very thin. So this is what we'll do for the rest of the dough that we've molded or that we've cut. We want it as thin as possible. This part is still a bit thick, so I'll roll it out more and then it's ready. Perfect. So we'll do this for the rest of the dough. My chicken is ready. I did not add water. I just allowed the moisture in the chicken and the marinade to cook it. Then I'll add the veggies. So my veggies have gone in. I have onion, scallions, cabbage in there, just to combine it with the chicken. So chicken breast is also soft and easy to cook. So when you're making wraps or you're using it for wraps, you don't have to add water. Just allow the moisture in it to cook it. The only thing you have to do is reduce the fire or the heat, and then it will cook perfectly. Just combining my veggies with this. And then I'll add in a little salt. I think the salt is not enough. Just a pinch of salt. Stir. And then my cucumber and bell pepper is coming in. So I wouldn't add the shredded carrots. The shredded carrot, I won't add all, I'll leave some. This could even be a sandwich filling. So we are learning how to make a chicken wrap or tortilla filling and then a sandwich filling. So this is oyster sauce. This is not up to 1 tablespoon, just a little oyster sauce. Combine it. And my sesame seeds. Sesame seeds are rich in calcium and fiber, so I add them to almost everything that I prepare. So this is optional. The sesame seeds are optional, but they are very healthy, so I add them to my meals. So I'm done rolling out my dough. I have a pan on fire which is being preheated. You can also do this in the oven. You can just preheat the oven. So we are going to take the dough and transfer it into the pan. This is how you do it so that it doesn't tear up. If you try using your hands to take it, because it's too light, it will divide into pieces or you'll tear. So use the rolling pin, roll it and then take it out. Transfer it gently into the pan. Just spread it. So if your pan is wider, then you spread it as wide as it can be. You see, we still have a very soft dough or soft wrap. This is how it should be. So we just let it stay here for 60 seconds and then we flip it over. Then this is how it is. So just take a spatula or a spoon or ladle and then press it down, because we don't want the dough to come up. So just press it down to prevent air from getting into the dough. So this is what we'll do for the rest of our wraps. Take this out and then repeat. And these are my fresh herb spices which I've chopped into two, and then I'll add my Greek yogurt. Initially I wanted to mix it in this cup, but it's not that wide, so I'm just transferring it into something wider, and then I'll add in more Greek yogurt. You can use mayonnaise, but I prefer the Greek yogurt because it's very healthy and cholesterol free, so I prefer to use Greek yogurt, but you can use mayonnaise or any sauce of your choice. So mix it with the fresh herb spices, and then I'll add in a bit of extra virgin olive oil. You can use canola oil or any cooking oil that you want, just to make it a bit lighter. This could also be your salad dressing. So yummy and healthy. So it's time to fill up the wraps. This is quite stressful, so it's always advisable to do your tortilla ahead of time, or just have your tortilla ready in order to reduce stress. So I'm starting off with the lettuce. I didn't add the lettuce to those veggies that went on fire because lettuce is very soft and it cooks faster. So this is the filling, the chicken and cabbage and other veggies that we sauteed. Then my shredded carrots here, and my Greek yogurt and herb spices to top it up. Okay, so this is how we wrap it. You flip the sides together and then there it goes. So the side should come in first before the shortest side should come in first before you wrap it, so that you don't have your filling pop out when you are putting it in the oven. This is a parchment or baking sheet. This will go into the oven. We don't want to have our wraps burned, so just tuck in the sheet there, and then we transfer it into a baking pan. If you don't have an oven or you don't want to use an oven, you can just place this on a pan, a frying pan, and then flip it over after every 30 or 60 seconds. It will still work. The most important thing is to get it warm. So this will go into the oven for 10 minutes. Finally, our chicken wrap or shawarma is ready. Just take it off the parchment paper. So if you don't have the parchment paper, you can use aluminium foil. That's okay. Just transfer into a plate, cut it into two, and then you have your juicy, yummy chicken wrap or shawarma. Look at that. So our wrap is ready. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to share and leave your reviews as well. See you soon. Bye.